Well, it's wonderful to be with you tonight. For those I haven't met, my name is Andy Armacost. I'm the president of the University of North Dakota. And we're so thrilled that you've joined us this evening. And this is intended for students and family members, for the questions that you might have. This continues a tradition, at least over the last 4 years, where we've taken advantage of this technology, Zoom technology, to be able to interact with people from a distance. And we started this during the pandemic, where we were trying to communicate the current status of the campus and to share information and to answer questions. And we found it to be such a successful way of communicating with parents and students, and also separately with faculty members and staff members, that we've continued it through every semester. And so we're delighted that you would spend a few minutes with us. We'll have a Q&A session with you right away. And if I may ask, when you have questions, go ahead and type them in the little button down at the bottom. It says Q&A, and we'll take the questions as they come in. So you can start typing now as I finish these opening remarks. And we have a great set of panelists, members from across our campus, who have joined us this evening. They're literally the experts in every facet of life here on campus. And they're here to make sure that you get all the information that you need. And if there's something we can't answer tonight, of course, we'll make sure that we get back in touch with you so that you get the information that you desire. This has been an amazing semester so far. The weather's been beautiful. The campus is alive. We welcomed near record numbers of students to the campus. And of course, that means lots of smiling faces on a daily basis heading off to class and to other functions on the campus. It means a little more congestion in the residence halls and in our parking lots, but the team has done an amazing job managing all of the additional stressors on the campus. But let me assure you, our number one focus is on our students and making sure that they get the best experience possible here at the University of North Dakota. So know that that's our mission. That's what we do. And tonight is an example of how we try to make sure that you have all the information that you need. So with that, let me turn over. And oh, by the way, if you didn't watch it on Saturday, amazing football game where we shut out Montana in the second half and ended up coming back. We were down 24-7 and ended up winning 27-24 with 20 unanswered points in the second half. We look forward to our game this weekend in the Potato Bowl. It's one of our great traditions here in Grand Forks and on campus, and we look forward to another great victory. So with that, let me turn it over to our MC, our Associate Vice President for Student Affairs, Cassie Gerhardt. So Cassie, over to you.
Thanks, President Armacost. I'm just waiting my camera. There I am. I was hoping you were going to say something about football. So let me just add, in addition to a football win, women's volleyball won in 5 sets on Sunday morning, and women's soccer just beat Jamestown earlier this afternoon. So it has been a great start to the athletic season here on campus, and certainly students and parents encourage your students to get out to support all of our teams. Lots of excitement, lots of victories coming. So please, as the president said, submit your questions in the Q&A. We've got lots of people ready to answer the questions. We did receive a couple of questions before we even went on air from some people who aren't able to join us tonight. So I'm going to ask a question, and I'm going to invite Provost Link to kind of join me on screen as he's doing that. So Provost Link, I shared this question with you earlier today, so you could do a little research, because this isn't one that many people would probably be able to answer off the top of your head. But the question that was posed: the Wall Street Journal recently released their top best 500 colleges in the United States. This parent says, I'm pretty sure I didn't see UND anywhere on the list. It was a little surprising to them because, unless he missed it, because UND is amazing and thought for sure they would see UND somewhere in the top 200. I would think we'd be number 1 or 2, but that's just me. I'm a little bit biased. But can you address rankings and maybe what you found out in looking into this question?
Cassie, thank you so much, and thank you to whoever submitted this question. We talk occasionally about rankings in my office and across the university. They do make headlines on occasion, and it's lovely when an institution gets a good ranking and one that they're proud of for sure. But there's a lot of complications when it comes to really understanding what goes into one of these ranking systems, whether it's from the Wall Street Journal or Times Higher Education or on and on and on. So what we try to do and I'll get to the Wall Street Journal in just a second, but what's really important to my team in my office, and I know for all of my colleagues across the university, is that regardless of what one magazine or another may say about UND or any other institution, we are dedicated to making sure UND offers the greatest possible educational experience for our students, bar none. And we're extraordinarily proud of the educational experiences and the student support that our students get here at the University of North Dakota. I agree with you, Cassie. I think that if we could do the ranking, we'd be right up there at the top of the list. That's how proud we are of our institution. But let me speak directly to the Wall Street Journal rankings for a second, because that was at the heart of the question that was submitted. The Wall Street Journal rankings are a little bit curious, and they're curious in this regard. Those rankings are derived by the Wall Street Journal solely on the basis of publicly available data and information. In other words, we as an institution do not know, nor are we informed about what data the Wall Street Journal is looking at, where they're getting their data, how they're getting their data. We don't get to comment on whether the data is accurate or inaccurate, complete or incomplete. They just pull whatever data sets they care to pull that happens to be publicly available. Another particularly curious thing about the Wall Street Journal is they will only rank universities which are able to produce at least 50 responses to a survey that a company the Wall Street Journal partners with called College Pulse submit. So in other words, the Wall Street Journal has a partner, College Pulse. They put out a survey instrument to students and new alumni of institutions around the country. I don't know if our students at UND even received that survey, but in order to be considered by the Wall Street Journal for a ranking, not only do you have to receive the survey, at least 50 filled out surveys have to be returned. We have no control over that as a university, as you can imagine. So not only do we not know when or how that survey is distributed to our students, we have no control over how many students or recent alumni choose to fill out that survey and send it back in. So not seeing a particular university show up on the Wall Street Journal listing is not actually an indication of the quality of the institution. It's more often an indication of whether there were enough surveys returned to actually be considered by the Wall Street Journal for ranking. I know this is very much in the weeds, and I'll kind of stop there, but I wanted to give everyone a sense of kind of the complicated and nuanced nature of these magazine-oriented rankings. I know they're very popular, but we focus our attention here at the university not so much on chasing those magazine rankings, but on making sure that every student gets an exceptional learning experience here at the university and that we get them set up for great careers and a great life. Cassie, thank you. Back to you.
Sounds good. So stuff the box next year is what I'm hearing in terms of getting us up there. So I am on it to get those surveys responded. Nicole Latofsky, I'm going to ask you to come and join us because there's a question some of our student government leaders actually posed in advance of this. There's lots of things happening in athletics. So just as we were getting started, we highlighted some recent victories going on. Everybody's kind of in the win column right now, but lots of things going on with facilities. So can you highlight some of the upcoming events and what we're seeing in athletics facilities?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, lots going on in athletics with all of our new facilities, a lot in motion all at the same time. So just this late July, a lot of our admin and various coaches have moved into Hislop at Memorial Village, which is pretty much attached to Memorial Field near our Pollard Athletic Center. And not too far across the street there from the Memorial Union and the parking garage and everything. So That facility houses a number of our coaches and our admin. It holds some additional event space for us. It houses our academics, our compliance, our finance department, marketing, communications, all of those awesome pieces. And it gives us an additional space to kind of hold additional meetings for our teams, have bigger meeting areas, different options for meeting spaces, things like that. We also have revamped a little bit over at the Betty. We've done a new nutritional station and sports medicine space for our teams that are housed over at the Betty. So that one came about, or actually finished completion here, oh gosh, late July, maybe into August a little bit. So that one's been a nice little addition to their spaces that were already in play. And then we have two others that we're getting to open here within the next few months or so. So the first one being Elbrecht Field. It is our brand new softball facility. It is right here on campus, which is extremely exciting. It is right across from the Pollard. It is very close to our new Hislopet Memorial Village. It is a turf field. It offers awesome seating, a flight deck for people to hang out and watch the game from. So a really cool new opportunity for our softball team to move on campus and to be right here in the heart of everything going on in athletics. So that one is September 21st, and we'll open the doors at 6 p.m. for the first time for that. Lots of fun stuff planned. And then the other one, which should open hopefully towards the end of July, don't know an exact date quite yet, but we are opening an addition to our Pollard Athletic Center, which is the Nodak Insurance Company Sports Performance Center. And that facility is going to house brand new offices and workout spaces. So it'll include a brand new weight room. It'll include a brand new nutrition station. It houses locker rooms for a number of our teams. And it also is going to house a brand new sports medicine center. A lot more opportunity for our student athletes to kind of get the care and the training and things that they need all in one space.
Thanks, Nicole. Thanks, Nicole. And again, mark your calendars. Saturday, September 21st, doors open at 6 o'clock, and women's softball takes on Northwest Missouri State. I was just checking my app, so be there for that. How exciting to have the competition here on campus. Thanks, Nicole. VP Linder, I'm going to have you come and join us because we got a question about commencements. And so since commencement is part of your area of excitement, I'm going to give this one to you. This parent's son graduates in December, and if he chooses not to participate in the ceremony, parent is wondering if there's something else special done for these students.
Well, first, I hope your son, I hope your son chooses to participate in commencement. It is a very special event when we get the opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of all of our students. If he chooses not to, there are activities done in many of our schools and colleges, as well as our student orgs, to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. We obviously do send out the degree and do all of that great things, but I really hope your son will decide to participate because it really is a special event. Cassie, back to you.
I'll echo that. Commencement, it's what it's all about. It's why they come. It's truly one of my favorite days. I help send them across the stage before they shake their dean and President Armacost's hands. So yes, encourage them to please join us. It really is the best. Karen Plum, if you kind of start clicking the buttons to join us, a question for you. Blackbird is new to this parent's student and has proposed a bit of a learning curve. Can you provide any suggestions of where her student can go if he needs some help navigating Blackboard and all its nuances?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Karen Plum. I'm the Vice Provost for Undergrad Studies and Student Success. Any questions that students have, I'll always recommend that they start with their advisor. The advisor can help them walk through it, take a look at it. Right now, it's a little bit interesting because we're kind of transitioning between two different views in Blackboard. So some courses might look one way and some courses might look another. Advisors would be very helpful in either format, helping students walk through what it looks like. In Blackboard, under the courses, students also have a resource module they can choose to do, and it walks them through the different ways that they can use Blackboard and the different navigation within there, and then has like a little quiz at the end to help them make sure that they understand it. But always talk to the advisor if you have a question and you're unsure where to go.
Thanks, Karen. I appreciate it. Again, please keep submitting those questions. We appreciate them. So for this next one, I'm going to get Vice President Malloy and Vice President Mojan Stewart to kind of join us, because I think there's two different avenues for this one, and both of them will have a piece. So this question is, families already thinking ahead to fall 25. So we barely started the fall 24, but we're thinking ahead. So the question is, are there solutions being discussed for how to handle next year's incoming freshman class to avoid some of the challenges that we saw this year? For example, some of our limited parking, which VP Mojan Stewart, I'll look to you to address parking. And then Vice President Malloy, outsourced housing, overcrowded residence halls. So I'm not quite seeing Vice President Mojan Stewart joining us yet. So maybe Dr. Malloy, if you could take the question about housing.
Yeah, I can start. And I see Carla is here. Well, first, I think there was a reference to overcrowded residence halls, and what I want to make sure that everyone understands is that our residence halls are not actually overcrowded. What we did this year, because we saw that there was an increased demand for housing, we looked at our floor plans, our blueprints, and we looked to see whether or not we were maximizing the space that we had. So if rooms were built and they were built for double occupancy, then those rooms actually had 2 occupants in them. In the past, we were not able to fill all of our residence halls, so we were able to offer singles. We anticipate that there will likely be the same result next year as far as students choosing the University of North Dakota and wanting to live on campus. So you can rest assured that we are preparing for that now. We will always reserve the option to work with our campus partners, with our off-campus partners, to make sure that we have enough housing. So if we see that our numbers exceed our housing capacity, then there's a possibility that we will have students living in those apartments next year. But we're making those plans. However, we will continue to monitor the situation and find out whether or not that will be necessary. But you can't plan for that at the last minute. So we're actually having those conversations at this point now, and we will engage our off-campus partners very soon. Just looking at what our numbers will look like right around the end of October. And I think there was another question about parking. So Carla, I will turn that over to you.
Thank you, Art. As Cassie mentioned, my name's Carla Mojan Stewart. I am the Vice President for Finance and Operations at the university. First of all, thank you so much for joining us and being a part of your students' college life. We really appreciate the opportunity to share information with you in these venues. Talking about parking, and I see a couple of questions came in, so I'm going to try to answer them all now. So related to the congestion of parking on campus, which was part of the first question, absolutely, we have already made some adjustments to our existing parking to better address particularly commuter student concerns where they were hunting for parking going to multiple lots. So a couple of things I want to make sure students and parents are aware of is an email went out to all commuter students last Wednesday, notifying them of some changes that we were making to help enhance their experience and make parking easier. So if you haven't seen that, check with your students and see if they got the email. And if not, the students can certainly reach out to me and I can resend it. But what we have done is we've opened up 200 additional parking spots in the Chester Fritz lot for our commuter students. So that was effective this Monday. We have a 400 car lot, which is in the Ralph Engelstead Arena area that for years has been significantly underutilized. it's always been a parking lot available for staff, faculty, and students, but we have not seen good usage of that lot. And so with the congestion and the wonderful growth we're seeing here, we did make a change that we would like to offer that lot to anyone for a discount. So parking for an annual permit in that lot would be $100 a year. We provide shuttle service from that lot every day that school is in session from 7:30 to 5, and it's a 5-minute ride. If we start seeing usage of that lot increasing, because it's been fairly minimal at this point, we will commit to increasing the number of shuttles to even reduce the time. But we want to make sure it's out there, that people know that this is an option, and it certainly would allow students to know for sure they have a place to park. And again, we would provide that shuttle service every single day that school is in session. The other question I think that was related is, what are we planning for next year? We knew that we were looking at our enrollment numbers, and we were trending very positively, in spring of last year. And we immediately started looking for designers, contractors, permitting. What did we need to do to build an additional parking lot? And unfortunately, due to the timing, as if any of you are North Dakotans, you know we have a very short construction season. And so it's very difficult to do projects that aren't planned usually within about a year, because the contractors are already full. And so if you drive by University, or if your students take a look, we have 2 big signs up on the corner of Stanford Road and University Avenue, and we will be putting a 500-car parking lot in that location. Like I said, we couldn't get it done this year, but it will absolutely be done this summer, so it'll be ready for fall. And that should significantly alleviate any parking concerns that our students are experiencing this year. So we ask for your patience. If you have ideas of things we haven't thought of that might help the situation, I'm always welcome to take that feedback. And I hope in no way the parking situation has overshadowed what will hopefully be an amazing semester for your students. So thanks for the question.
Thanks, Carla. Thanks, Carla. So Jess Doty, I'm going to have you come off off of mute. So question about, are there doctors and nurse services on campus? And then if you could also maybe talk about an announcement that I know is going out. It's kind of vaccine shot season. So if you could highlight the services you provide, and then some information that I know I just saw in an announcement today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Cassie. Student Health Services is a medical clinic right on campus that's really designated just for University of North Dakota students. It's located right behind the Memorial Union, and we have medical doctors, family nurse practitioners, registered nurses, a full laboratory and radiology departments right within the clinic. Students can schedule their appointments by walking in as they're walking past us going to classes, or online. And we usually have same day, next day appointments available. So it's a really good resource to get students' medical needs taken care of while they're on campus and going to and from classes. We have seen an increase of respiratory illnesses and other contagious things as students move back to campus, and obviously are in communal situations and socializing, which is all good things that we want them to be doing. So we've seen an uptick of those things. And so it's a good time for me to kind of plug in the flu shot season. We will be starting flu shots next week on campus. All of our information is going out publicly. It'll come in through the parent listservs, and it's on our website and the newsletters and all of those things. And we also have COVID vaccines. The COVID vaccine was recommended again as a booster for this fall. And so we have those available at Student Health Services for all of our students and faculty and staff as well. And those are available now and will continue to be available through this fall semester. Thank you, Cassie.
Thanks, Jess. I'll just reiterate, it is quick and easy to make appointments. I made my appointments for my shots next Thursday afternoon. And Julie Tennyson, who gives many of them, is the best shot giver we have on campus. So tell your students they don't hurt when Julie gives them. So there we go as the plug, but please make those appointments. It's what we need as a community to stay healthy this winter. So VP Mojan Stewart, another question that I'm going to pose to you, and it's in the area of construction. So lots of excitement going on campus, and this question is just about that. I see lots of construction going on around campus. What are the plans for new buildings? So maybe a highlight of at least a few of the projects that are going on.
Sure. Thank you for the question. I'm going to just highlight 3 projects that are actively going on right now that are going to no doubt contribute to an exceptional learning opportunity for our students. The first one is Merrifield Hall. That building was scheduled to be open this fall, but due to the torrential rain we experienced this summer, those plans got delayed enough where we weren't able to open the building for the fall. But that building will be fully open in January. That is a complete remodel of one of our historic buildings in the campus quad. And a lot of our arts and sciences classes are offered in that building. So it's great because it's a building I think probably most of our students have the opportunity to be in, and now they're going to have an amazing experience in a brand new building. So that is a big one. The second one is we are in the development and planning stages, as many of you have heard, of a new STEM complex. That building will be located where the Hislop Sports Center is right now on the corner of University. And we are in the fundraising stages of that building, actively working on planning, but that will be the home of many of our science and engineering programs and courses, and we're really excited about having the opportunity to be able to bring new technology to all these professions where we rely so heavily on, learning the new way. So that is another really, really exciting project that we have coming up. And then the other project that we are finishing up is the renovation of Carnegie Hall. That is a historic building named after Mr. Carnegie, who I'm sure many of you know. And so this is a special project because we worked with an architect who specializes in doing buildings, Carnegie buildings only. And so this will have a really neat niche look and feel, and is a very historic place on our campus. So those are the 3 that we are actively working on right now, and very exciting.
Carla, stay with me because there's one more quick follow-up parking question. So this parent posed, and sorry to switch right from construction to parking.
No, you're good.
On screen. So my student paid for a parking pass at the beginning of school. Can he get a refund and go park at the Ralph lot? So can you just highlight that?
Yes, absolutely. That, again, in the email, I hopefully highlighted that, but if a student purchased an S permit, a ramp permit, if they want to exchange their permit anytime before September 30th, we will give a full refund for the difference between the permit that they purchased and the new permit. So students have that option at any time, but they'll get a full refund of the difference if they do it by the end of the month.
Awesome. Thanks, Carla. I appreciate
Welcome.
it. Troy Noldner, a housing question I'm going to pose to you. So Troy, this question is, what's the chance of upper class students being allowed to select and live in residence halls next year as the crunch was for space this year? So I don't know what you're forecasting for students who may want to return to the residence halls next year.
Thanks, Cassie. My name is Troy Noller. I'm the Director of Housing and Residence Life. We're always excited when students want to think about living on campus for another year, and thinking about it this early in the process is a great plan. We will have students who will have the opportunity to live on campus in their second year. What will drive that decision is really what we'll need to look at is how many spaces will we be able to have available. We'll continue to work on that with our admissions partners throughout this semester heading into January, and that's typically when we will start our renewal process for the residence halls. based on what our demand looks like, will shape the returning student housing options based on those numbers. Students will have the option to live on the residence halls, but we also have apartments on campus as well. So I want to make sure that people also know about those options. If students are interested in more of an apartment style option, they can apply for apartment style housing right away now. The application is available online in our housing self-service portal. And that is based, assignments are based on how early a student applies in the process. So it's always a good idea to get an apartment application out there as soon as you can. We will have more information heading into October and November about returning student residence hall options. So have your students please continue to check their email, and we'll also communicate things out to parents.
Awesome. Thanks, Troy. Thanks, Troy. Yes, please tell your students to watch their emails. So much information that goes out, and we find sometimes students just want to delete, and it's really valuable information. So please watch those emails. Christy Okerlund, why don't you come and join us here? I'll give you a chance to get unmuted and stuff. So Christy Okerlund is also navigating questions, but when the question is posed that she's the best to answer, I just want to give her a hot second there. So Christy, here's a question. Are there online student organizations for distance students? So can you just talk about what you and our colleague Mike Wozniak is doing beyond even student organizations, but to engage our online students?
Thanks, Cassie. Hi, everyone. My name is Christy Okerlund, Director of Student Involvement and Parent Programs. We have over 300 student organizations on campus, and many of them are open to our online and distance students. We also have some organizations that are solely for online and distance students. The website is involvement.und.edu, and I'll put this in the chat as well so you have it. And I would be very happy to answer specifically for your student based on what their major is, if there are specific organizations for them. But definitely encourage students to look through our involvement site, involvement.und.edu, to see all of the options that we've got, and then how that fits in for our distance students, if it is one where there might be students here on campus as well at a distance participating. But so many opportunities. Students can also start their own organization if they don't see something that we already have. That is a really neat option for our students, and it's always fun to see what they come up with, all of the different names of our clubs and organizations that we've got. We've also got a full series of UND student events that are just for distance students. So we have on-campus student events. Tonight we hosted UND Trivia over in the Wilkerson Commons space, but we also host trivia specifically for online students. So if you are an online distance student and you are not getting those emails from Mike Wozniak and from my colleague, please definitely reach out. I will put my email address in the Q&A so that you've got that we can confirm that students who are at a distance are getting those opportunities and still participating. Thanks, Cassie.
Thanks, Christy. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. So Provost Link, will you come and join us? And I've got a question that I know is near and dear to your heart. I've known this since you first arrived on campus. Look at you smile because you even know it's coming. So this question, our daughter was impressed with UND's academic and varsity esports programs when we visited UND during the last school year. She chose it for her major, but a relatively new field. Can you share more about UND's plans and commitment to the esports academic program?
I am more than happy to do so. Cassie, thank you. And thank you to whoever submitted that question. We are extraordinarily proud of our esports academic program and our esports competitive program here at the University of North Dakota. We launched just 2 years ago at this point, the first and only esports major in the state of North Dakota. It's an amazing degree. And you would say, if you're not in the gaming industry, you might ask the obvious question, well, what does that look like? What does it mean to major in esports? Esports at the global level is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And when you look at all of the satellite industries that feed into and communicate with esports as a global industry, it grows to many more multiple billions of dollars beyond that. It's a huge and growing enterprise. One of the things we've done here at the University of North Dakota is we have built our esports major around 6 different specialties or areas of concentration. And I don't want to take up too much time here, but when you choose to be an esports major at the University of North Dakota, you also have to pick one of these 6 subspecialties, which range from esports coaching to esports and communications to esports business, esports translation studies, graphic design, and esports IT. And everyone who majors in esports, once they've selected their specialization, also must pick up either a certificate or a minor in accompanying and complementary field. So for instance, if you were going to specialize in esports IT, you would pick up a minor in information technology along the way. So we've designed this academic program to help maximize the opportunity for students not only to learn all about the history and implementation of the global esports phenomenon, but also have the skills that they need to go out and become very successful within that industry in a number of different areas. We are very proud of this program. We are committed to it. There aren't, because esports is relatively new in the world, of course, I remember Pong, and when that first came out, but for our students coming to the university now, they are part of the first initial generation of students who really were raised in a nation where esports, competitive esports, even casual gaming is a part of their lives every day, on their phones, on consoles, on their computer, and so forth and so on. So we certainly want to give our students an opportunity to understand this phenomenon, to study it, and to be successful within that space. We are always looking at our curriculum and making sure it is up to date, and we are always trying to make sure we have world-class faculty experts who teach in that curriculum. We believe we do. We're very proud of that. And I'll end on this note. You asked specifically about the academic programming, but our complement to that is our competitive esports on the UND campus. We have, this is by all objective standard true, the nicest state-of-the-art competitive esports facility in the entire state. And we believe and have it on good authority that this is true in the entire upper Midwest. We have a number of varsity competition teams and junior varsity teams that compete at the highest level against the largest flagship universities across the nation. So we're very proud of what we offer in the competitive space and in the academic space. So thanks for the question. Cassie, over to you, but I also see President Armacost on the screen.
I just wanted to double down on what Eric just said. The commitment of the university under Eric's leadership and a number of others on our campus is absolutely exceptional, both for the academic program and also our intercollegiate varsity esports team. And in fact, at the provost's urging, as well as several faculty members and our esports coach, we, the university, put in for a position as a board member on the National Collegiate Esports Advisory Body. It's called VOICE, otherwise known as the Voice of Intercollegiate Esports. And I am now serving on that committee. My specialty is Super Monkey Ball and Mario Kart. So I need to up my game to catch up with our students. But nonetheless, the commitment of the University of North Dakota to esports as a whole is exceptional and deep, and we're really proud of all the work that's going on. Thank you.
Well, President Armacost, I think there's a Mario Kart competition coming up in the near future, so students will look for you to be involved in that. I will say, as a parent of an esports athlete, everything that the president and provost said is accurate. I have a son who's a junior, and he has loved his time being involved in esports and truly has benefited him across his academic program. So that's a parent plug for our esports program. Chief Clark, if you could please join us live. We've gotten a question about just safety and maybe what we're seeing on campus. So specifically, this question is curious if there have been any police calls, police escorts, etc., so far in the school year, and how the overall campus safety, security's health is. So if you can comment maybe to your observations so far this fall on campus safety.
Yeah, thank you for the question, everyone. My name is Rodney Clark, and I'm the Chief of Police and Associate Vice President for Public Safety here on campus. With respect to police calls, there's always some police calls, but it's nothing that we can't handle. There hasn't been anything out of the ordinary so far this year. We take a great amount of pride in operating a safe campus. Any concerns that do come with us to us are looked into, and they're addressed quickly and decisively. I can assure everyone online of that. As far as specifically asking about the escorts, so I had someone give me that information, and we've had 2 to 3 escorts so far this year. The escort program is a program that's offered by the police department where if anybody needs a little assistance, getting to a car, getting to a dorm room, it doesn't have to be late at night. It can be anytime during the day. If you're just feeling a little out of sorts, or like you might want a police officer to escort you to where you're going, that's something that we do. In conjunction with that, we do a lot of jump starts as well. If somebody's having a car battery issue, we'll come by and jump start any student, faculty, or staff member's car free of charge. And that just goes along with, kind of my philosophy on campus law enforcement. It's just as much about, being assisting people as it is about the enforcement aspect of it. Overall safety, that was another component of this question. I would rate that as exceptional. I know we spent a lot of the first 5 to 10 minutes talking about Wall Street Journal polls and everything like that. I think if the Wall Street Journal did a poll here on the safety and security of this campus, that it would be high, and North Dakota in general would be high. I can tell everybody that as well. And that's a tribute not only to the men and women in uniform that wear the uniform for the campus every day, but it's also a tribute to our public and our campus who give us information, and our partners in student affairs and other organizations on campus. This is a team effort, like keeping the campus safe. It's not one department or organization's responsibility. So again, thank you to the question, and hopefully that sheds some light on it.
Thanks so much, Chief. And I will vouch, UPD, wonderful members of our campus community. And so please encourage your students to reach out and work with them. So Dean Krause, next question is going to be for you. So I think this one was spurred by VP Mojan Stewart talking about facilities and construction. So the question is, there's some info going back to a renovation of the Flight Ops Center dating back to 2022. Any plans for this one? So I know this is a project near and dear to your heart. So, and I see you've changed your background screen. So good segue, Dean Krause.
Thanks, Cassie. So yes, we've been planning to build a new flight operations building. So it's not just a renovation of what we had. We did renovate a wing of an additional building, so you can kind of see what the new building would look like. But the picture that's behind me is the new building. We are still fundraising for this. The total cost is in the $40 million range. We are currently at $23 million plus, working with some more donors to get us across the finish line. If we're able to line those donors up by the end of this year, we are still in time to break ground in the spring. So that is still my goal and my hope. We just need to have those few donors get us and help us. More information about the building itself and the whole design if you go to the UND website, or more specifically to our college's webpage, aero.und.edu. Click on the About the College, scroll down on the left side. There's a link that says the Flight Operations Center, and there's a complete, lots of pictures and a description of the building. And if anyone has more questions, feel free to reach out, and I can provide as much information as you would like.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Dean Krause. I appreciate it. Christy Okerlund, I'm going to have you join us again. And while you do, I'm just going to remind everybody, if you've got any more questions, we've got about 15 minutes still scheduled for our town hall. So please feel free to add them. Christy, the question I wanted to pose to you is family weekend. So family weekend is coming some of the families and parents that are with us tonight, this might be their first UND family weekend. So could you highlight dates? I know we're having some slowness in getting website up, but if you could just highlight dates and maybe some of the events planned and what parents should know as they think ahead.
Absolutely. Thanks, Cassie. Family weekend is set for October 18th through the 20th, so 18, 19, 20. In addition to it being family weekend, it's also our fall open house. So if you have any younger future Hawks in your home that would come along, definitely look at our admissions page and get signed up for the open house. Family weekend events, we've got a wide variety this year. We always host family weekend bingo, which is a big hit. Brunch at our Wilkerson Dining Center. There's a football game, a soccer game. We this year, in conjunction with some of our community partners, we're hosting a Grand Forks scavenger hunt with some great prizes. And then there's a wide variety of plays, productions, performances, shows, all throughout our community. We've got some pumpkin patches that will be set up. So if you are on our parent listserv, you would have gotten an email from me this past Thursday with the full schedule of events. If you're not on that list, please feel free to send me an email. If you can see my name on the screen here, christy.okerlund@und.edu, I will get you added and I will send you that full schedule. Our marketing team is in the process of helping me get that website up as I speak to you. So very soon that will be up, but we are very excited. I'm very excited to host you all. If you aren't able to come to family weekend, please know that you're welcome on campus anytime. Work with your student and find some dates that work for you. We hope to see you.
Thanks so much, Christy. Thanks so much. Stacy Borbora-Peterson, Dr. Borbora-Peterson, if you'd kind of join us live. So I'm going to do this as a segue. So first for President Armacost, I knew we had an upcoming Mario Kart competition. It's actually being hosted in the Hilliard Center. So on Monday, the 23rd, for any of our Mario Kart proficiados or newcomers like President Armacost, the Hilliard Center is hosting a live jazz band accompanying students while they play Mario Kart. So this truly is bringing all aspects of culture together. So I wanted to have Stacy Borbora-Peterson, the director of the Hilliard Center, come in, not just to highlight that event, Stacy, but I think the Hilliard Center in a new name is new to students and family members. So do you want to just talk about what does the Hilliard Center do or what goes on in the Hilliard Center?
Absolutely. Thank you. I'll first say, Mario Kart Live, it's going to be really exciting. It'll be on the social stairs in the Memorial Union, but yes, we're bringing in a live jazz band that's going to play, the tracks, for Mario Kart, and we'll have 8-person player and people can just join and also listen to music. So it'll be really, really fun. The Hilliard Center, our former name, we were renamed this past spring and did an official ribbon cutting just this past Friday. Formerly Student Diversity and Inclusion, we're now the Hilliard Center. This past spring, we recognized our first graduate of color, Sergeant Hilliard James Duty, and we renamed the center after him in honor of him. And so our office, we do kind of a little bit of everything, I think, but really focus heavily on creating community and a sense of belonging for all students at UND. We have a focus on specifically working with students or reaching out directly to students who have historically been underrepresented on a college campus. And so just a variety of populations that we will engage with and reach out to. But truly, if you have a student who has talked about maybe not finding a community yet or having some problems connecting with other students, send them our way. We're on the second floor of the Memorial Union, 201. We do some academic support, we do community engagement, we do belongingness programming, but really try to create smaller communities for students so that they have someone on campus and that they feel engaged with others while they're here at UND. I can answer more questions too if people have them. They can send me an email.
Thanks, Stacy. Thanks, Stacy. You are amazing and you do amazing work to support students. So thank you for that. I think we've exhausted questions. So President Armacost, I might get you to join me. And as you do, to kind of wrap us up, but to parents and students who are joining us, lots of things going on. So parents, if you're hearing from your students, oh, but there's nothing to do. Oh my goodness. Next week is fraternity and sorority recruitment. This week is the celebration of all things potato. So on Thursday night, they can go to University Park starting at 4 o'clock. and help us, as we do each year, try to break the record for the most French fries eaten at a single event. It really is a hallmark to the fall semester. President Armacost, I think we can do it. The weather's going to be nice. We're going to get out there and eat the French fries. So come and join us. Homecoming already picks up the last week in September, so the week of September 23rd. Lots of events going on as well. We've got home football games every Saturday in September. Students get those tickets free in their green and white account, as they do for volleyball and soccer and the upcoming softball games. So lots of things going on. Students, if you're watching, and parents, please encourage Student Life Weekly that Melanie Linder's team sends out every Monday bright and early. Lots of things going on. So lots of ways to be engaged. Another one I will highlight, and if I get it wrong, we've got our upcoming next week, 24-25 is the career fair. Sorry, President Armacost, I got through too many things as you joined, but career fair is coming up. So a great opportunity, whether your student is a first-year student or a senior, have them stop by those career fairs to see the industries that are there, the employers. A great way to get connected to internships. I have a student who's a junior. When he was a freshman, stopped by. This is how he got a great internship this past summer. So lots of things going on. And with that, President Armacost, I promise I'm going to wrap up as you join us so that you can wrap us up, because I think we've exhausted all of the questions we had this evening.
There was a good general question. I don't know if it was answered or not, and it just popped up. I just saw it in the open. It was about where people can park on the family weekend.
Sure. So family weekend, starting at 4:30, it's open parking. So you can park in any otherwise designated spots. So please avoid the ADA spots or service vehicle spots. You can park in the structure, but 4:30 on and over the weekend will be open parking.
Great, thanks. Appreciate it. And we've heard so many great references to all you can eat French fries. Perhaps we could have the Joey Chestnut Kobayashi competition, French fry eating contest. Who knows? At some point in future years. It's a real delight, as I said, to open, just to spend a little time with everyone. When you come to campus, if you're here for family weekend, be sure to seek all the people that you just saw on the screen out and say hello, introduce yourselves. It's one thing to say hello online. It's a much better way to say hello in person. So be sure that you take advantage of finding us and saying hello. I really appreciate everybody joining. I don't know if there's any other questions from the group, but if not, enjoy the evening. We're so delighted that your students are here with us at the University of North Dakota, and just know that there's great systems and great people here looking after them. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you soon.